Thanks for coming in to watch. I'm Dwayne Laughlin. Here's another video presented for YouTube. Also, it will be part of the instructions that come with this trick if people choose to purchase it. This is a new trick that we have brought to the market for the 2018 Christmas season. It's titled, What Does God Want for Christmas? And do you think anyone could possibly know what God might want for Christmas? In fact, maybe you would say that's almost not a nice thing to suggest that God would want anything for Christmas. Why would we think God would want anything? He's perfect. But I believe there's something God wants for Christmas. In fact, I know there's something God wants for Christmas. I have here pictures of a variety of Christmas presents, and I'm going to go ahead and mix them up. I'll just put one here, one there. We go back and forth, and this moves all of the pictures around. And we can mix them a number of times. How many times would you like me to mix them? So we're going to say that someone from the audience says mix them 2 more times. Okay, so we go like that, and that moves them around. And you said mix them 2 more times, so that's a mix, and we'll continue. We'll do it yet again. Now I'm going to tell you that once we're done mixing the cards, we're going to spell the word Jesus. And the reason we're going to spell the word Jesus is Jesus was God's gift to us at the very first Christmas by way of giving His only begotten Son, that we might believe in Him and not perish and have everlasting life. I hope you have received the gift God gave of Jesus Christ. J-E-S-U-S. I hope Jesus is in your heart. Now we just spelled the word Jesus and we came to this. But before I show you this, let's talk about some of the other pictures. Here's a picture of a teddy bear. Do you think God wants a teddy bear for Christmas? I don't think so. Here's a picture of a rocking horse. I'm sure God doesn't need a rocking horse. If nothing else, He's got chariots of fire. A toy train? No, God doesn't need a toy train. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, building blocks? No. If He created the heavens and the earth with a word of His power, He certainly doesn't need building blocks. Well, look at this, a ball. No. He's got the stars and the planets. He doesn't need a bouncy ball. Well, let's see what a drum. No, God doesn't need a drum to be heard. If He wants, He can have a heavenly choir. God does not want any of these things for Christmas. Of course He doesn't want any of these things for Christmas. But there's something He wants. And you say, well, how do I know God wants something? In the New Testament, a man once said to Jesus Christ, what's the greatest commandment? And Jesus said, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, with all thy soul, and with all thy strength. In other words, there is something God commands people to do because He wants us to do it. What is the thing that He wants us to do? He wants us to love Him. And that means it's very fair and right to say the thing that God wants for Christmas is our hearts. The love that comes from our hearts and gets expressed through the commitment of our lives. God wants our hearts for Christmas. In fact, He wants our hearts all the time. The hearts of everyone. All of us, He wants us to have a heart for Him. So I'd like to challenge you. God has given such a wonderful gift to this world in the form of His Son, Jesus Christ. Have you given Him your heart? And if not, why not let this be the time, this be the season, that you make that life-changing decision and you give your heart to Jesus Christ. To my gospel magician friends, you may recognize the principle. We've done several different tricks on this. Because this is YouTube and people who are not magicians can tune in, I'm not going to explain the secret, but I will tell you it is self-working. You can mix the cards as many times as you choose, and no matter how many times you mix them, when they say stop, the heart card is always going to come up once you spell Jesus. It's just one of those amazing things that works. So it's a nice effect, but along with being a nice effect, I think the message is which makes it truly powerful. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dwayne Laughlin.